A Lawndale celebration full of fun, safety and information for our residents and their furry friends. The history and heritage of Lawndale is kept alive, and a local elementary school reminds us how safe and fun riding on two wheels can be. These stories and more are coming your way as Lawndale Living begins right now. Welcome to Lawndale Living, the show that features everything Lawndale. I'm your host, Anita Kellett-Barry. This month brought a lot of new and exciting events to Lawndale, though none have been as anticipated as the annual Health, Safety and Pet Fair. The event drew a huge crowd, the biggest by far. Our field correspondent Jonathan Hara files this report.
This is Lawndale's annual Health, Safety and Pet Fair. And this has been a big event in Lawndale for many, many years. We got beautiful weather. Basically, we're trying to promote health and safety aspects. We have about 40 health and safety booths out here. We got 4 food booth vendors and lots of helpful information.
We're getting a ton of information out to the public. This is the main event we use to license dogs. We have low-cost vaccinations today, so you can get your rabies vaccination for your dog for just $5. And there's a lot of health and safety information being handed out by the Sheriff's Department, the Fire Department.
We're here to show people different safety tips about, how to protect your home or just how to better protect yourself physically, like if you're at a store or you're doing shopping around the holidays and stuff like that. The Fire Department is showing safety as far as if earthquakes are concerned. It's a great thing that the City of Lawndale is putting on every year.
Oh, give yourself a hand out there.
The turnout's great today. In fact, it's probably our best turnout in the last 6 or 7 years. The people are interested in what the city's doing.
Well, I came to register my Pomeranian. His name is Foxy, and now he's completely legal. It's fun. The weather is beautiful, and everything is really, really nice. The organization is very great.
Everyone's just enjoying themselves. The dogs, the pets, and the people too. It's wonderful.
There's a lot of four-legged friends around, as well as our typical public members, so it's a really good turnout. I'm happy to see it.
We got some health booths for, for cholesterol and blood pressure and your eye exam. So we're having a wonderful time. We got a lot of things out here to do for the children. As you can see, we got a bounce house. So everyone is having a lot of fun here in the city of Lawndale.
We goats and chickens and ducks.
It gets the kids, most importantly, thinking about health and safety. Hopefully we'll build a safer community for Lawndale.
It's a win-win all around. We have food products, the library's in there with educational things. We have helmets.
We got a grant from Rotary International to hand out 720 bicycle helmets today.
The event is great and the helmet is wonderful. I mean, to give this away is just awesome.
We're here to provide safety helmets to kids in the community because we noticed that biking has been on the rise in the community.
Summertime is here and all the kids are on the bike, so let's get some helmets on them.
I think it's important that all the kids come out, that all the parents come out, they bring their friends, they bring their children, so the children, when they're young, start to learn about health and safety. It promotes safety throughout the community, healthy eating throughout the community, exercise.
I think it just reminds everybody that we need to eat healthy, exercise, and get our pets vaccinated.
I came to get my niece's fingerprint, so just in case it gets lost, it's like a microchip, and so they can find her picture, she's on a database.
People are here early and ready to enjoy the day.
Council's very proud of what they've created here. I mean, they've put a lot of work into this, bringing the event here, and everyone's here. They're meeting their neighbors, they're meeting people they wouldn't normally see, and they're getting to get a full spirit of this community.
It really enriches their lives, and it brings the community together when you have thousands of people meeting at an event like this.
So I would come every year. It's beneficial and it's fun, and and our weather is beautiful, so it's a very nice atmosphere.
Today I got plenty of tips on my health and safety, got my dog license, and got some free popcorn. And overall, I had a great afternoon. Reporting for Lawndale Living, I'm Jonathan Hara.
Definitely a fun-filled day for the whole family. If you'd like to find out more about this or any of the other great events presented by the Community Services Department, give them a call at area code 310-973-3270. And if you're interested in adopting a pet, why not give SPCA LA a call at area code 310-676-1149 or visit them on the web at www.spcala.com. Recently, Lucille J. Smith Elementary School took to the streets for their yearly bike rodeo. Students learned the importance of bicycle safety, all while staying active and having fun.
Today is our third annual bike parade at Smith Elementary School. And when we first started, there were only about 25 bikes. And this year, as you can see, it has grown to probably maybe 150 bikes.
This event is an opportunity to reinforce our healthy message to our students, health and wellness. And it's a fun way to get our parents involved in coming and supporting kids. Exercising, riding your bike, doing active, fun activities.
It was a good time to get the kids out of the classroom and out exercising, which is probably the biggest thing. Get it out in the sun and enjoy the day.
Not a lot of kids get into sports. Or they don't like sports, but everyone likes to ride their bikes or skateboards, and so we just want to promote an overall physical activity.
The goal is to encourage kids to get outside and exercise, and to also practice bike safety, wearing a helmet.
Bike safety is absolutely critical, and if you notice, not one child that was participating in this event did not have a helmet. You must have a helmet to be part of this event, and that's something that is like foundational.
We get to talk to them, they get to talk about safety also.
Always ride the same way at traffic. To help instruct the kids, teach them, show them the safe way of riding a bike, the proper equipment to have on your bicycle at the time, and just bicycle safety in general.
I've always been a bike advocate, and again, it's very important to plant these seeds early on in life. When kids understand how fun it is to be on a bike, I think they'll continue on through the rest of their lives.
I think it's really important to be health conscious and tell our children to be healthy, active, eat the right foods, and so forth.
Today's event was fun because all the kids just get to take their bikes, they get to decorate it, and they just get to go around, have some fun with their friends, and they get to ride their bikes in school, and we never really get to do that. So
the kids were asked to decorate their bikes and ride into a bike parade. And we also do a rodeo where the kids ride in an obstacle course with their bikes.
They love seeing their friends on their bikes all decorated. They also get nutrition. They get some spa water at the end with fruit in it.
This bike was beautifully decorated with balloons.
It's a huge event. I mean, this is the third one, I think, this year, and every year kids look forward to it. So when you have a mini parade for kids riding their bikes, it's really exciting for them.
The crowds are growing, the kids are excited about it, and more students are participating. We have a little contest to encourage them to make it fun, so you could really see the difference and the excitement in the students.
More students are riding their bikes to school. We teach bike and helmet safety, and I think that's the most important part about this event is promoting helmet safety, and that it's cool to ride your bike with your helmet on.
they definitely have to wear their helmet a lot because I've gotten into an accident before, and if you don't have your helmet on, the damage can be fatal.
This is one of those events that is seminal. It gets kids thinking about having fun and staying active as well, because fun is fundamental to keeping people active, and if it's not fun, they're not going to do it. So that's why it's really important to remind kids that it's important to get on a bike and just have fun.
Hopefully after time of riding in the parade and seeing it's cool to ride with a helmet, they can decorate their helmet. They'll be more likely to wear their helmet decorated even when they're riding the streets of Lawndale.
We had a fantastic turnout. I saw more parents this year than last year. I think the message that being active is fun and it's healthy. We really are seeing it, and the choices that kids are making, and also parents.
I see more and more bikes in our bike rack, and we're even thinking about getting a bigger bike rack to accommodate all of our bike riders that we have at our school now. Because I just think it's so important to promote bike and helmet safety in the city of Lawndale.
Kids, wear your helmet.
Always wear your helmet and be safe when you're riding your bike.
The bike rodeo was a complete success, and every year there are more and more participants. If you'd like to find out more about their bike rodeo and other events, you can contact Lucille J. Smith Elementary School at area code 310-970-2915. After much hard work, the Lawndale Historical Society opened its doors to the Lawndale Museum. Our Lawndale Living camera crew was there to capture the event.
Okay, here we go. The importance of having the Lawndale Museum is that for young and old in the community, they can come out and learn something about the city and the town long before their arrival in the city.
Take a look at the visuals and read our books because we have a reference area, and that way they'll have some kind of idea of what goes on in their city.
And they can understand how California was formed, and they'll understand how Lawndale plays a significant piece in the history of California.
Our young generation will be able to learn the beginnings of Lawndale and its history, and it also brings back pride to the community.
So they can come to this museum and read about all the historical monuments, artifacts in the historical schools such as Luzinger, and they can understand how we fit in California history.
As a community, Lawndale started in 1906, so it's been around a lot longer than it even was as an incorporated city. So there's a lot to come here and see.
The Indians were here, the ranchos were here, and they put the Santa Fe Railroad through to Redondo about 1888. That gave better access to Lawndale.
The children that live here today can see how we used to live.
When we were kids, there was a lot of vacant lots around. And in a vacant lot, you know, you could build a fort or dig a hole or play hide and seek or baseball. And it was more open. You might make some discoveries. You could find lizards and some other animals running around.
I used to go to the Rexall drugstore and stop in there if I had a penny or 5 cents to buy a candy.
Most of the time we came to the Lawndale Library, and I remember many times my mom driving us up to the front and me and my brothers going in and getting a book.
My kids would get in the rowboat and go to the back of the property to their little playhouse and play, and I remember that a lot, you know.
I remember the community when we lived on Eastwood. The community, there were several children in the block, and we would just have all kinds of fun playing baseball in the streets.
A lot of animals, a lot of farm animals, goats. Lawndale used to have a nickname, Billy Goat Acres, because everybody had goats, chickens, rabbits.
Families can really appreciate the rich history that we have here in the city of Lawndale, and particularly for our students.
In the third grade curriculum, they learn about local history. So they can come here with a school group now and see some things that relate to the community's past, showing it how it was once a farm community and how it changed over the years.
They will be able to see different things that came from this community, like pottery, pictures, events that happened in the past.
I love it. There's a lot of memories here from myself and everybody, and even my son found plaque that he won over on Buren.
What I've enjoyed so far is some of the old pictures I haven't seen. You know, I've been here for 70 years. When I see the pictures, I remember some of the old buildings. It's nice to see them again.
I graduated from Luzinger in '58 along with my husband, and so I'm making friends, old friends that are here.
I had no idea there were record companies, these record companies that were in Lawndale at some point in time. I had no idea.
We have a core group of people from the Historical Society and City Council support, and we have this wonderful facility now.
It was just kind of an idea some people had in their head, and we just followed through on it, and it took a while, but we got it done and ready to open.
A lot of the old things were family items. My family came here over about 104 years ago.
Well, I love what they've done here. I mean, these are pictures and things that have been in boxes put away that we've never been able to see.
The impacts all these individuals have made to this community are in this room.
I think it's a really, really good turnout. We're so happy to see so many people here that are really interested in the museum, and hopefully that they'll find a lot of interesting things that they maybe have seen in the past.
There's always something new that can be discovered and displayed here.
We're going to, be changing things around, and it's just really, really good little museum, I think.
The museum is open on Wednesdays from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more information, you can call area code 310-973-3200. And now it's time to take a look at some of the great events and programs coming your way with the Lawndale Living Community Calendar. If you'd like to find out more about some of the great events coming up, you can always call the Lawndale Community Services Department at area code 310-973-3270, or you can visit the City of Lawndale's website at www.lawndalecity.org. Additionally, if you'd like to see an event on Lawndale Living, or if you have any comments or suggestions, you can call us at area code 310-973-3259, or you can email us at channel22@lawndalecity.org. Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of Lawndale Living. We enjoyed bringing you these stories and everything Lawndale. I'm your host, Anita Khaled-Barry. We'll see you next time.